With that being said, I'm gonna move right into the first order of business, the approval of the agenda. Thank you. Perfect. We have motion and second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed and carries. Public comment. Anyone on here? Anyone present want to speak? I will take that as a no. Moving on, approval of the minutes from October 23rd or 24th, 2023. Can I get a motion? So moved by
Second.
Porter. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries. Alrighty, business items. Item number one, consideration vote of approval of Microsoft licensing 3-year contract. Director Frank Gore, would you like to give us just a quick overview of it, and then we'll probably go right into the vote.
So this is now our subscription cost. And the main reason it's coming before you is due to the 3-year commitment. It is budgeted. It has been studied and gone over many times. We do annually do a true up as far as adjusting licenses. It is all of our Microsoft products for the basics like email, Word, Excel, down to the access to the servers and databases, etc. So I guess in the simplest form, that's what it is. If you have any questions, also due to it being a subscription, when you don't pay, it turns off.
Yes. Not the idea.
There's nothing essentially owned anymore. We're subscribing to Microsoft to use it.
I've got an old copy of WordPerfect I can load with.
You could help, you could work, so.
Alrighty, any questions from the board?
I'm retired the same day, so the company would turn off when I left.
Roll the match while you walk away on the chat. Alrighty, then with that, I think we'll just go into a motion. Can I get a motion to approve resolution about licensing?
So
I move to approve. Second, perfect. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none carries. Action item number 2, consideration vote of the 2023 year-end salary contingency budget amendment for information technologies of the value of $45,531. Can you give us a little insight on that?
Sure, in the pay stub we did last year, approved by the board, I think in July, or thereabouts, maybe June. We adjusted a lot of pay ranges. And then we did further moves to adjust employee pay, to provide kind of a floor as to where within the pay grade an employee would be compared to their years of service in the position or with the county. So we went through that. It was a huge project, obviously, did a lot of analysis. We knew it would cost a good deal of money. So when preparing the 2023 budget, we set aside a salary contingency fund. It's a separate form of contingency fund that works the same way as the regular contingency fund. But in this case, we put $2 million aside to hopefully cover the cost of the adjustments that would be needed, but otherwise we're budgeting for. When we prepared the budget countywide for 2023, we didn't know which departments would be more affected than others. We knew a lot of people would be affected. So we had to cover that. So it's in a contingency fund. Now we've gone through, obviously, and implemented the pay raises. You know, on paper, pay raises we gave would have amounted to more than 2 million. But departments save money in other ways, most commonly in the labor area through vacancies. So we didn't want to move the money right away as soon as we had refigured the pay, because frankly, it wouldn't have stretched far enough, and we knew that some departments we didn't they needed, because many departments typically underspend their labor budgets. So we wait till the end of the year, we see who's actually overspent their labor budgets as a result of pay increases. And, you know, which departments can really cover it through other savings they've had through vacancies or whatnot. So looking at it that way, looking at the year-end totals, obviously now we have the year-end for 2023 in our accounting system. There are only a certain number of departments that needed extra money. Those are listed, I think, on the last page of your packet. I have it right. Well, the last, yeah, it's page 32. I got that went disordered. So that's listing the departments that have, that need more labor budget. Otherwise, the consequence of not moving money to cover the budgets is the auditor has to make a note that we spent labor money that wasn't approved by the board. And the auditor then has to determine whether that overage was material. And if it's material, they make a note to our audited financial statements, which they produce in the summertime, July or August. Which could theoretically affect our bond rating and so forth. We have too much of that. Some of the department amounts were small, as in under $40,000 for transfers from contingency. The Personnel and Finance Committee can approve amounts under $40,000 to a department without going to the county board. But if it's over 40,000, it has to go to county board. So there are a number of departments that are over 40. Well, the largest was Human Services at $783,000. Sheriff 465, et cetera. IT department was one of those affected, and it's just a little bit over 40,000. You got 45,531. So what we intend to do is the Personnel and Finance Committee will consider a resolution tomorrow, sending all the amounts. First of all, approving the amounts under 40,000 will be a separate action by Personnel and Finance. Doesn't need to go any further. For amounts over $40,000, Personnel and Finance will approve a resolution, send it to county board for action in March. Then we'll get it all cleaned up and we'll still be under budget. And that will still have some salary contingency left over, which is fine. It doesn't need to all be spent. And that's it. We didn't want to send separate resolutions for each department. That would be confusing, unnecessary. So I'm not presenting you a resolution. I'm really asking just for a committee vote. If you approve it being included in the resolution that Personnel and Finance will submit tomorrow.
Perfect.
I understand that JBS did this for their department's jurisdiction on Monday, so other committees are doing this as well. I've heard that, yes.
Any questions?
Did this just cover baddies?
No. The whole department.
And we actually didn't have too much vacancy where, I mean, we had a couple positions, but there wasn't much time when anything was empty.
Pretty good year for the next.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, then can I get a motion to approve this to be added with the Personnel Finance package? A motion, second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries. All right, other than that, next meeting, well, we won't have next meeting until next board. So it's been a pleasure serving, obviously, on the IT committee with all of you, as well as on the county board. And I think we kept things going. That was the game plan, keep it rolling. So other than that, take a motion to adjourn. Second.
Third.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And carries. Under 10 minutes.